Hello, everyone, and welcome to the weekly energy update for the week of November 23rd, 2025. I'm Renee Spears, a spirit guide channeler and spiritual mentor, and I'm coming to you from beautiful Bozeman, Montana. Every Sunday, I share the energy for the week ahead, and I also infuse the show with some positive vibes, so you get a little positive energy boost just for listening. And Sagittarius season started a couple days ago. And there's no coincidence that Thanksgiving, the feel-good holiday, is in Sagittarius season, because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of luck and abundance and growth, meaning the entire month of Sag season is positive and uplifting. And I love Thanksgiving week. It's just a great time to relax with your family without needing to really do anything. And you probably haven't felt like doing anything lately anyway, because right now we have 5 planets retrograde. Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are all in retrograde. And retrogrades are pauses. They're a time to rethink things and course correct. And retrogrades work kind of like full moons. They bring what's been hidden into the light so we can finally deal with it. And we're in this reflective energy through Thanksgiving Day. It's just a slow, lovely, wonderful time. And then the day after Thanksgiving, things start to move forward as the first of the planets that are retrograde go direct. So on Friday the 28th, Saturn, which has been retrograde since July, goes direct. Now Saturn goes retrograde for about 4.5 months each year, so that isn't uncommon. But what makes this one special is that when Saturn first went retrograde in July, it had just moved into Aries. And Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So it felt like a brand new chapter was starting, and then Saturn slipped back into Pisces, the very last sign. So we felt like things were moving forward when it was in Aries, and we got all excited about the future, and then nothing happened. It actually might have felt like you were going backwards when it moved into Pisces. And now Saturn is moving forward again, but it's still in Pisces. And this is Saturn's big finale in Pisces. It won't be back here for 30 years. It'll move into Aries in the next couple of months. So if you're feeling that mix of excitement and impatience, like something new is on the horizon, but not quite here yet, that's exactly the energy. But we will feel a noticeable shift when Saturn moves direct. It's going to feel like a big exhale. The time of reflection and slow progress is ending. And things that have been delayed start moving forward again. So we're moving from introspection to action. Saturn is also the planet of karma, and when we're wrapping up this chapter, we can expect some karmic changes in our lives with this transit. And just a reminder that we're still in the year of the snake. And a snake year is about shedding old skins, releasing what no longer fits, inner transformation, and preparing for what's next. And that is exactly what we're doing at the end of this 9-year chapter. And next year, the 1 year in numerology and start of the next chapter, is the year of the horse, which is all about forward motion, freedom, adventure, big leaps forward, and new horizons. So once again, we know something new is coming. We just aren't quite there yet. We're still preparing. So Friday, Saturn goes direct, and then on Saturday, Mercury goes direct. So even more momentum returns. This is great news. We're getting back on track. And although we're moving forward again, though, this week could bring some extra travel delays and miscommunications. The 2 days before and after Mercury stations direct can be the messiest because the energy is shifting gears. And then to give you just a little preview of what's ahead, we get even more forward momentum in a couple of weeks on December 10th when Neptune goes direct. That shift helps us get clearer about our purpose and gives us a better sense of how we're going to move forward. So this Thanksgiving week is actually beautifully timed. Everything is slowing down, which lets us settle in and really enjoy a relaxed holiday. And then right after Thanksgiving, the energy starts to pick back up. Saturn goes direct in Pisces, so we shift from looking inward to taking action. With some maybe karmic events thrown in there for fun. And then once Mercury goes direct too, that just adds even more forward momentum. Now, no Thanksgiving podcast would be complete without talking about gratitude, right? So nothing, not meditation, not yoga, not breathing, nothing changes your life faster and more profoundly than a gratitude practice. So right now I'm rereading the book Younger Next Year. And basically it just says that the key to staying healthy as you age is to exercise every day. And real exercise, like getting your heart rate up for a period of time. Walking the dog around the block doesn't count. Walking to the mailbox doesn't count. Carrying in the groceries doesn't count. What counts is a daily exercise practice. And the same thing with gratitude. You need a daily practice. Just saying or thinking I'm grateful occasionally doesn't cut it. A gratitude practice is a dedicated part of each day devoted to focusing on things you're grateful for. And there are 2 times of the day that really set your energy. First thing in the morning and then right before you go to bed. These are the best times of the day for your practice. So I take about 30 minutes every morning to journal about what I'm grateful for. Every day. Yes, every day, except Sundays when I'm doing the podcast. Then I do it in the evening and journal about what I'm grateful for that happened that week. So do you want to be happier? Do you want to feel more connected? Do you want to raise your energy and attract more money in abundance? The way to all of that is through a gratitude practice. Now, we're talking about this now because, Thanksgiving, but also because there's one more month until we start a big new chapter. And we want to start this chapter in the highest vibing way we can. So we have the full month of December to start or really amp up our gratitude practice. And the practice has to fit you. It may not be journaling. It may be a walking gratitude practice or a guided meditation. You do you, just make sure that you're doing something. So there's a book that I go back to over and over when I want to jumpstart my practice, and it's called The Magic by Rhonda Byrne. And what I love about it is that you just follow the book for 28 days. Each day it tells you exactly what to focus on being grateful for. It's super easy and it works. So if you want to be ready for what's coming next, and we've talked about this before, the astrology for the next decade is crazy transformative. And the best way to prepare for it is by raising your energy. And the easiest way to do that is with a gratitude practice. And so I am very grateful that you listen to this podcast every week. Some of you listen to all 415 episodes, so thank you. I'm grateful for your business and for sharing your wisdom in the wisdom circles and the classes. I thank you also for sharing this podcast with your friends every week. And I'm grateful to be on the spiritual journey with you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now this week, my Montana spiritual retreats go on sale. So what is a Montana spiritual retreat? Well, it's a personalized spiritual retreat with me in beautiful Bozeman, Montana. So retreats include cacao ceremonies, astrology readings, labyrinth walks, hot spring soaks, trips to Yellowstone and the Garden of 1,000 Buddhas, horseback riding, and lots of spirit guide channeling. And there are a whole bunch of other things you can choose from too. Everything is included, your stay at my home, all your meals, all activities. And this week only for Black Friday, retreats are 10% off and only $4,500. This is the only time all year that they're on sale. And I'm only offering 2 retreats in 2026. And I would love to host you if you're feeling intuitively guided to come. So the sale starts this week. And if you're interested, just email me at renee@abundology.com. And I will put a link in the show notes for more info on the retreats too. And that is it for the week. I have a whole week off. My family is coming for Thanksgiving, so I'm spending today getting ready for them, cleaning and changing bedding and all that fun stuff. So happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I'll be back next week to talk about the numerology and astrology for December.